All eyes are on the White House's next move after a federal appeals court delivered the firmest repudiation yet of President Donald Trump's executive order barring travel from 7 countries into the United States. The 3-panel Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, sitting in San Francisco, unanimously rejected the government's bid to reinstate the ban after a lower court ruling in Seattle temporarily blocked the executive order's implementation. President Trump immediately vented on Twitter, vowing to fight on in court.
It's important to note that the appeals court ruled very narrowly on the government's request to overturn a lower court's decision to temporarily block the executive order's implementation, but also reflected on the limits of the president's power on issues of national security, rejecting a government argument that immigration decisions as they relate to national security are unreviewable by the courts. The furious President Trump immediately fired off this tweet in capital letters: "See you in court. The security of our nation is at stake." A tweet early Friday referred to lawfare, a likely play on warfare, calling the decision disgraceful.
Decision, and we're going to see them in court, and I look forward to doing it.
So you believe the judges made a political
We have
decision?
a situation where the security of our country is at stake, and it's a very, very serious situation. So we look forward, as I just said, to seeing them in court.
Unclear if the president will appeal directly to the Supreme Court, which is currently short one justice, and where the ideological split could see the nation's highest court deadlock, leaving the appeals court ruling in place. And while that day might come soon, Thursday's decision was sweeter for others.
This is a complete victory for the state of Washington. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, in a unanimous decision, effectively granted everything we sought. We are a nation of laws. And as I have said, as we have said, from day one, that those laws apply to everybody in our country. And that includes the President of the United States.
And on the president's decision to continue fighting in court.
We have seen him in court twice, and we're 2 for 2. That's number one. And in my view, the future of the Constitution is at stake. That's at stake as well. And look, we respect that the president has broad authority when it comes to issuing executive orders, but they still have to follow the Constitution.
The status quo as it existed before the executive order was signed and implemented remains, while litigation on 2 issues continue. First, whether or not the judicial branch has the right, as it has done, to block the order. And 2, whether the order itself is constitutional or not. The latter has yet to be fully litigated in the courts. Sherman Bryceby's SABC News, New York.